rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am black business. I am black business. Tell me, are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader, an expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
The African company and the African CEO is making a conscious decision to bring on someone external to the continent versus bringing on someone who is from Ghana or Kenya or South Africa. And so the skill sets of the people that we take through our executive leadership training program and ultimately on the placement, obviously have to be extremely high caliber. So what we look for are corporate executives at the vice president to C-suite level, as well as Black entrepreneurs. When we look at the Black corporate executives, we're looking for some very specific skill sets, whether that be around supply chain, sales and marketing, engineering, product development. We want our folks to be able to add immediate value to the corporate board, right? And the other thing is, even if they don't necessarily have specific industry experience, they're bringing a diversity of thought.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and go and you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Marak Hicks, and I am the founder and CEO of Miracle Recruiting. I am your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. I am joining you this evening from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. I am so excited to introduce you to Helen Hicks. Helen Hicks is a dedicated mental health professional who spent nearly 3 decades making a positive impact in the field. She currently splits her time counseling individuals in her private practice and helping parents learn how to parent healthier and easier with her SMART Goals parenting. I'm very excited to introduce you to Helen Hicks. Hi, Helen.
Hello. So happy to be here. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Marak.
Yes, excited to have you. Well, I will leave you to your keynote address. And with that said, genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be back. It's been a while since I've been on the Black Business Network, but it's so exciting to be here. So yes, I'm a licensed professional counselor. I am an author. I am a parent coach, and I'm the mother of 5 sons. So with all this experience, I have put it together and put it into an easy to understand, easy to follow package, what I labeled SMART Goals Parenting. So when you learn the goals and when you learn how to achieve the goals of SMART Goals Parenting, what you wind up with is a struggle-free, I should say power struggle-free parenting experience. And your children also learn how to be self-disciplined and emotionally stable. Like, who does not want that type of parenting experience? And I'm here to share with you that that is what I have with all 5 of my sons. My youngest is 13 and my oldest is 30. So I have wonderful relationships with them, and I absolutely want to share this with as many people as possible. And I have a professional goal of reaching 1% of the world's parent population to teach them how to do this. So let me jump in and get started with, well, what are the SMART goals of parenting? Okay. So the first SMART goal is that you, as the parent, have to become your child's respected figure. Okay. So in my book, The Parenting Treatment Plan, I refer to the respected figure often as the authority figure. So when I talk to people, I use the term respected figure because I found out that a lot of people have a negative reaction to the term authority figure. So if I change up and switch in between respected figure and authority figure, please understand I really do mean the same thing, and it's not a bad thing. So the second goal of SMART Goals Parenting is that your child will learn how to make good choices. And after all, at the end of any of our lives, we are simply the summation of all the choices we have made. So if you can give your child a wonderful head start in the world and teach them what goes into making good choices, and then have them have a track record before they turn 18 in being able to make those good choices, then that's wonderful. Okay. So going into this a little bit more, and I'm not going to give you everything. I do have an online parenting course. And if you go to my website, www.helenvhickscounseling.com, there is a link on my website for the course, and it is very cheaply priced because, again, I want to reach 1% of the world's parents, so it is priced to reach 1% of the world, okay? But in this online course, it's going to teach you a lot in regards to parenting. And it is also a living course because as I learn different things, I come across different pieces of information. I add it into the course just because I want you as the parent to be as successful as possible, because we together as parents, we are raising the next generation and sometimes the generation after that as well. So I want this to be a great and wonderful place for all of us to live in. So I want this to be easier for you. In becoming your child's respected figure, there are 5 skills that you really need to be able to master. The first one of those skills is consistency. And I mean consistency in every possible way that you can conceive being consistent. This is a huge challenge for a lot of people for various different reasons, but consistency is my starting place for every relationship, not just parent-child relationships, but any other relationship that you have in your life, whether it's already a positive relationship or you're trying to mend a broken or damaged relationship. Consistency is where you have to start, because consistency is about building trust. It is about establishing yourself as trustworthy. Do you do what you say you're going to do? And how reliable are you when you say you're going to do those things? You know, can I rely on you to do that 50% of the time? Can I rely on it 75% of the time, or even 95% of the time? Consistency is huge, especially in children. Consistency is how children are able to kind of like woosah. They can let go of all the anxiety of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? And do I have the ability to handle what's going to happen next? Because when children live in unpredictable environments, they develop anxiety. They develop anxiety because they're unable to master their environment. But when there is consistency, when they know they have to get up at a certain time every single morning, let's just say on school days, they know the routine that they're going to go through once they get up in the morning. They know that they are definitely going to school. They know who's going to pick them up from school or what happens after school. They know that they're going to have dinner. They know that they're going to go to activities. When they know what to expect, they then can begin to master not only being able to move through their day, but they also begin to master their emotional state. So they start to develop those skills of self-soothing. They start to develop coping skills. They start to learn how to help themselves as they move from one part of their day to the next part of the day to the next part of their day. But when they are in an inconsistent environment, they're unable to master this. And being able to master this contributes to their self-esteem, their self-worth, their self-confidence. These are all like those basic building blocks of being a stable person. So consistency is huge. And I often tell parents, like, if you can't do anything else, be consistent. Even if you're consistently a bad parent, still, if your kids know what to expect from you, if they know that you're not making breakfast, if they know that you're not washing the clothes, if they know you're not cleaning the house, that is still a level of consistency that they can begin to learn how to master. So consistency is the very first step in becoming the respected figure. Step 2, nurturing. And nurturing is being able to meet the needs of your child. And any parents out there, you know that these fluctuate. Your child doesn't have the same needs as a toddler as she did when she was an infant. And a toddler doesn't have the same needs as a school-age child. And school-age child doesn't have the same needs as a teenager. So, and if you do have adult children, then you know that those needs are very different, and they may not even need you in those types of ways anymore because they're an adult and they're taking care of themselves. So nurturing your child is really being able to tune in to what your child's needs are and being able to adequately meet those needs. So I have an exercise in my course in being able to decipher what the underlying need may be. Because if you have small children, you know there can be various different types of cries, and you're not always sure of what the need may be underlining that cry. So regardless of all the things you did to try to help your child, if your child has a certain cry and you've changed the diaper and you fed the child and you burped the child and you put clean clothes on them, but your child is still crying and you still haven't met that need, because maybe in that moment, the child's need is simply to be held and to feel cared for and to feel loved and to feel safe. But if you're still not meeting the essential need, despite the fact that you're doing all these other caretaking things, you're still not showing up for your child and nurturing your child in the way that your child needs it in that moment. Okay. So I want you to know that nurturing is huge as your children are moving through their developmental phases, because they will indeed shift, they will indeed change, and you have to be able to fluctuate and change with them. Okay. Step number 3 is guidance. And guidance can be a little tricky because guidance is not only preparing your children for the world. It's about teaching them how the world around us operates, what the world's expectations of them are. But guidance is also about discipline. And this is where a lot of parents that I work with tend to lose it. Either they're not sure of how to appropriately discipline, they're not sure of what consequences or what rewards to reinforce, they're not sure like how to go from A to Z in regards to this process, along with the fact that they may be experiencing their own emotional flooding from being in a circumstance where your child is openly acting out at the store or in some other public place. And so you may feel embarrassed. You may have your own emotional reaction that you are trying to deal with. And in trying to deal with your own emotional reaction, you're really not all the way there to help guide your child through this reaction. Okay. So guidance is huge, and it's often a place where a lot of times emotional safety gets compromised. So, emotional safety is another really big thing that I talk about and I teach parents, because in order for you to remain the respected figure, you have to also maintain an emotionally safe environment. So, what does that mean to have an emotionally safe environment? That means that your child knows he or she can go to you and talk to you and share with you whatever it is that he or she has going on, and that there isn't going to be a backlash, that you are going to be accepting and receptive to where they're at, and being able to hear them without taking things personally and still be able to show up for them, to not retaliate, to not withdraw affection, to not be overly punishing because you didn't like what they had to say. Like, emotional safety is about making it 100% okay for your child to have whatever experiences that they're having in life, and to share that with you openly and safely. So that does not mean disrespectfully. I am not in any way an advocate of children being able to disrespect parents. That's like a huge no-no. I'm a child of the 70s. So there is a lot of different parenting styles that were happening in the 70s, and disrespecting parents was a no-no. So let me talk about that a little bit, because I hear a lot of people who kind of mix up the usage of the word respect in the way that I just used it versus the usage of the word respect in the way that I mean it when I say respected figure. So let me briefly make this distinction. So respect in the latter is in regards to when people are essentially looking for a subordinate to engage with a superior in a certain manner that acknowledges that they are a person of power, that they are a person who should be acknowledged and interacted with in a specific way. There's that type of respect. Okay. And sometimes people tend to couple that type of respect with a sense of fear. And that's what I'm not an advocate of. I'm not an advocate of a child fearing a parent. I am an advocate for a child kind of like knowing their place, knowing that no, you do not have the right to be in my face having certain conversations with me or speaking to me in any type of way, because that's how you speak to your friends. Mm-mm. I think there is a hierarchy within families, and that hierarchy needs to be respected because there is a hierarchy in our society. And this is an extension of that guidance in teaching your child what to expect and how the world works and how they have to operate within it. Because it's kind of like if you don't, your child's going to go to their first job, the low man on the totem pole, thinking that he can approach, the CEO and tell the CEO what he thinks about his company and what he's doing and not doing and this, that, and the other. And then your child will no longer have a job. So I do believe that there is a hierarchy that is to be respected in the sense of it's reverenced. It's acknowledged as having a place in our society and in our lives. And then I have over here being the respected figure, which is more so about you as the parent carrying yourself and conducting yourself in a way that commands respect. And what I mean by commanding respect is you are a role model that your child wants to be like. Your child doesn't have to have the same goals and aspirations and dreams as you do in order for him to want to be like you. He can want to be as kind as you. He can want to know how to interact with people with a certain charisma. He can want to be able to show love and extend love to those around him and to be generous. And if you are that type of role model, that's an aspect of being a respected figure in which other people regard you and want to emulate you and want to be like you because you carry yourself in such a way that they're drawn to that. They're drawn to how you operate as a person. So those are the differences with respect, just really quick. So let's come back to being that respected figure. I have given you consistency, nurturing, guiding, right? The next step in becoming the respected figure for your child is listening. And listening is really, 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 really important because the point of you listening is to understand. It's not to simply listen with your ears and hear your child speaking and to wait for the pause in their speaking so that you can prepare yourself for your rebuttal or whatever other things that you want to say. Listening is about truly understanding how your child's inner world works. So, one of my sons, he has a language disorder, and so a lot of times when he speaks to people, it takes him a long time to get to his actual point. And part of that is while he's talking about all these things, he's in his head trying to figure out, well, what are the words that he wants to say that will help other people understand what's going on in his head. So with him, I have to listen a lot. And sometimes I have to do some work in being able to put together, oh, he said this and he said that and he said that. How do these things connect together? And sometimes I have to give him the words that help to connect it. And I can't do that if I'm not listening. And if I'm not listening to understand, then I'm not even going to know there is a connection between the things that he is saying. And if I'm not reflecting back to him a sense of understanding, then he's not going to talk to me. He's either going to see me as unapproachable because maybe I'm rushing him through his story because I don't want to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes trying to decipher what he could have said in 5 minutes. He could see me as unapproachable. He could see me as I don't care. So when parents dismiss, an opportunity for their child to speak to them and to open up to them and to share their world with them, then children begin to withdraw. and they feel like, well, you're not really interested in me. I don't matter to you in that way. So listening is huge in being able to establish a connection with your child and a sense of meaning that your child has to you as their own individual, as their own person. So listening is a really big thing, and it's not just about waiting for the pause so that you can have a rebuttal. Okay. The last of the 5 skills that I go through and I teach parents is talking. So, of course, throughout all of this, you're going to have to be communicating with your children in some manner. And the first thing I like to remind people of is however you talk to your child, that becomes how your child talks to everyone else, including you and including themselves. So, how you talk to your child is essentially shaping your child's inner voice, the language and the communication that your child develops internally, that thing that sticks with all of us throughout the duration of our lives. It's like at my age, I still have my moments of, all right, Helen, so what we have to do today is, and this is what we're going to do. I have that inner dialogue just like everybody else has that inner dialogue. And so as a parent, here's a challenge for you. I challenge you to take just a few minutes to really listen to how you are talking to your child and to really think about what exactly are you teaching your child? How are you shaping your child's own inner dialogue by the way you speak to her, the things that you are saying to her? Are you encouraging her? Are you lifting her up? Are you using gentleness and kindness and care and compassion as you are helping to shape and guide her? Or are you being harsh and distant? Are you being overly critical? That just kind of reminds me of another sidebar real quick. I put up a post on social media like a year or so ago, and I think it was very simply written of, no one needs your judgment. And I had a woman who was obviously a mom respond to me, and she was like, I totally disagree. I mean, how in the world can I get my kids to behave? And how can I tell people if I don't like this and I don't like that if I'm not judging them? Right? So, again, here today, I am standing by what I said then. No one needs your judgment. However you choose to speak to your child, speak to yourself, speak to anyone else around you or in your life, no one needs you to judge them as right, wrong, good, bad, pretty, ugly, capable, incapable, and that's what judgments are. They are putting limitations on people according to how you choose to see them in that moment. And nobody needs your judgment. If you're going to guide someone, you can absolutely say, okay, that's one way of doing it, but here's another way. And here's maybe an easier way. For a lot of times when I've guided my kids, I've kind of thrown out there, why don't you try this and let me know what you think? And if he decides it's an easier way for him, it's a better way for him, okay, cool. But if he decides, no, he prefers to do it the other way, I back up. Because he's still an individual. He still has every right to choose. Because again, that's the second SMART goal, teaching your child how to make good choices, which also means allowing them to make choices. Yes, there is an art form to this because you also need to know which choices you should allow your child to make, because not all choices are for them to make. So all of this comes together. And if you learn how to master these 5 skills of consistency, nurturing, guiding, listening, and talking, this will result in you being able to create and maintain an emotionally safe environment, establish yourself as the respected figure for your child. And how I teach you to go through the discipline process, it eliminates all of that emotional flooding for you so that you can maintain that emotionally safe environment and your child stays engaged. And once your child is engaged and invested in that relationship and that connection that the two of you have, so much unwanted behavior disappears. It falls away. There's no need for it anymore. Your child doesn't need to throw themselves on the floor or to throw things at the wall or to yell and scream in order to get your attention, in order to get you to be engaged with them. They know that they can get your attention and be engaged with you and get their needs met without having to do all of that. So there are so much about the parenting experience that people don't like, they don't want, they wish they could crumble it up into a ball and throw it away. That disappears when you learn how to parent with my SMART Goals parenting. As I stated before, I do have my online course. If you go to my website, www.helenvhickscounseling.com, there is a link there where you can go there. You can check it out. I even have a free preview for you. I mentioned a few of the things that I've mentioned here in my talk today, and there's a few different things that are on the free preview as well, but there's also a lot within the course that helps you to understand why this approach to parenting is healthier and what makes it easier. Because I promise you, I told you before, my oldest is 30 years old and not a single power struggle. Like, how many of you want that experience? You want to be able to parent your child, interact with your child, and not have power struggles and not have those arguments. Like, we have discussions, and we've had discussions for years. One of the very first discussions we had is when my oldest was 9, and then the second one was 7, and then the third one was 3. And they actually came to me and they said, "Mom, we think you yell at us too much." And I said, "Okay, well, let's sit down and let's talk about it. Let's talk about, why am I yelling?" And we were able to identify the reasons as to why I yell and what they could do to help change the reasons why I yell. And we came to an understanding, and ever since that day, there's been no more yelling. Simply because we sat down, we talked about it respectfully, respecting each other as persons, as individuals, as having needs. And we came up with an agreed outcome that has survived over 20 years. So this is all that I want for everyone, because if your family unit is healthier and the family unit down the street from you is healthier and the community gets healthier and the schools get healthier and the cities, and we just keep growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger, then what kind of world will we actually have shaped and created for ourselves if we're just making small jumps in growth, small jumps in healthiness, small jumps in making life easier. And that's really all that I want to do for people. I just want to help you create what I've created in my home. And it's really not hard. The things that I teach you, so many parents that I've worked with are like, oh my gosh, being able to approach it this way is so much easier. It doesn't require as much energy. There's not as much back and forth and interaction. It's all right, we got it, and we keep moving. So if you are interested in being able to have this power struggle free parenting experience and build self-discipline within your children along with emotional stability, then please, 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 once again, go to my website, www.helenvhickscounseling.com, and click on the link that says enroll here. And I will see you in my online parenting course. And just to also let you know, within the course, there is a free community. So what does that mean? Everyone else who has joined the course has a space not only to view other videos that I have done in regards to parenting tips, but you can also ask me questions. It's not you enrolling in this course and then kind of feeling abandoned by me. And I'm not asking you to now, okay, you have to pay me however many hundreds of dollars in order to access me and ask your questions and to gain clarification or specific information or guidance for your situation. I am not abandoning you. You will be able to access me in the community, ask me questions. I will respond. I give video answers. I want to help you as much as possible for as little cost to you as possible. So if you're interested, then I definitely hope that you will join me. I know I have a few minutes left. So I'm just going to talk a little bit in regards to emotional safety and why that's even important. Any of you who are familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, then you know it's kind of looks like a triangle that's divided into 5 layers. And the very bottom of that layer is food, clothing, and shelter. And basically, Maslow is just saying that as human beings, every single one of us have, needs that are in common as part of being a human being. Okay, so that bottom layer is food, clothing, and shelter. The second layer is physical and emotional safety. The third is a sense of belonging, love, and connection to others. The fourth is self-worth, self-esteem. And the fifth, the very, very top, is self-actualization. And self-actualization is just when we become the very best version of ourselves. So coming back to emotional safety, bottom layer is food, clothing, and shelter. And I think that is the absolute bare minimum that any parent can ever provide for their child: food, clothing, and shelter. Safety, physical safety and emotional safety. And this is a need that has to be met in order for people to advance to the third level, which is connection. That's where you build friendships. That's where you build meaningful relationships. And I see so many parents who want to jump into being their child's friend without securing emotional safety. And the thing to know is you vacillate between all these levels and needs at any given time, depending on what's happening within your environment. Okay, so it's not like you achieve emotional safety once and boom, you got it forever. Doesn't happen that way. These are things, it's kind of like the food, clothing, and shelter. You can't just provide food one time and expect it to be enough for the rest of your child's life. It doesn't work that way. You have to keep doing it over and over and over again. Same thing with emotional safety. And like I said before, discipline is often a time where a lot of parents lose emotional safety. They get caught up in their own emotions. They're angry at their child. They're embarrassed. They're disappointed. They're hurt, like whatever it is they have going on, and they compromise emotional safety. So again, if you want that connection with your child, you want that meaningful relationship, then you have to be able to know how to establish and maintain emotional safety. It is a prerequisite to that desired connection. Otherwise, what children will do and what people in general will do is they will play the role. They will do whatever makes you happy and what makes you satisfied so they can get what they need out of that relationship. And then once they have the things that they need, they're no longer invested in that connection, in that relationship, because it really was never there for them. So I'm Helen Hicks, and it's been nice talking to everyone.
Hi, Helen. Thank you so much for sharing all that insight with us this evening. Before we let you go, I would love it if you could share where people can find you online. I know you mentioned it at the top of the hour, but closing out, can you share where people can find you on social media, websites, anything that you have in the universe today?
Sure. So website, once again, is www.helenvhickscounseling.com. You can find me on LinkedIn under Helen Hicks. And my social media handles are What Would Helen Say? So I have a YouTube channel, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, and all of them are What Would Helen Say?
Fantastic. Thank you again so much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Of course. Genius is coming. I'll see you on the other side.
See you on this side.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. The Expo is a fundraiser for students. If you are interested, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's floating on the screen, $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. All students who are interested can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo sponsors for May 2024. Those are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Marjorie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, 5-Star BDM Media, Milani Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur, or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete, give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.